So this is part number 10. We continue to work on the side road on the left. So now we have a nice light design, or at least we have a light design where I think we can work with. It's time to do some other stuff. So I like to copy this part, Shift D, something like this. Or maybe I have to make this smaller. SY. Where's the camera? It's there. Well, first let's take a look how this looks. Well, it's not bad. So I think I'll leave it. It's like a very wide building, but I have some ideas to work with this. One thing that's not really doing the job is this bar. We'll just put it on. And you can also make some stamps that's leaning on it, but one cool thing, I already know something cool, is a G, come on, is it's like, it's really old, you know? I hope this works. Oh, that's not, go back. Rotate. All right. Gives illusion like it's really old. I'm not going to render because I like to start with the next part. This is making a sort of bench, an old bench, add mesh, cube. It's a very simple object, but it can do nice work. Something like this. And I like to make it a bit bevel, a little bit. Make a projection, or make it, as what? Yes, and I'll make it smaller. All right, you project from view, and we open it. Open. In fact, I want the same. What do you want? Think. I know what I want. No, don't want to say. I will go to doors, and it's not there. Bricks. It's not there as well. So this is the point. I'll have to add an image. I will pause the video. I'm back in a second. And I'm back. So it was included. It was door 8, but it was part of a bigger image. It was back gate or rear gate. So we make a projection. We go to the UV image editor. Poo. A back gate. And the reason that I like this image, it has so much cool stuff. Like, wow, really? Is it really that slow? I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I have to size this. Oh, now it's acting normally. Okay. So I want this part, and I'll have to, yeah, I think that's the right size. Let's take a look how it appears. It feels a little bit rotated. Doesn't only feel. Okay, this is doing the work, doing the job. We go to the front. You project from view. What sort of front should we do? We're not going to see it, or do we? I think slightly. Okay, I'm selecting, ooh. And I'm sizing this a little bit, like so. Good. Texture mode. Yeah, it's definitely something to. Okay, what happened here is that I took one of these. Don't do it. Same for that one. View or project from view, or maybe just take this one. That's nice. That's why I like this texture. It has all nice places. I need more. I need a bit more green into it. Questions, problems. Maybe this is better. Oh, we take that one. So we have a nice cut of that. Okay, cool. We need something on top. And let's make a concrete. Yeah. A concrete top. But small. Make this smaller. And my textures are all the right dimensions, like 1024, 2048, 4096. These dimensions are good to make them tileable. So it's not that I use these textures like, it's just not a tileable, but it's very, it helps me a lot making my scenes. As for 4 years ago, I just made a photo and used it as a texture. During the time, I learned that your computer has some problems with that method. It says, hey, I have something like memory to calculate with, and if you use these ridiculous sizes, I will just take my time with rendering, and you cannot use your GPU. That's your decision. So I'm talking with my computer. A little bit crazy. Okay. Well, let's make a render. No, not make a render. Let's make something like this. Oh, I just think, hey, that's a nice border. But does it blend? That's the question. First, we need to link the material. Oh, I think it's blending pretty well. There's a little bit of bricks on top. Yeah, but it's blending. That's why it's Blenderpedia. Will it blend? Silly stuff. I just have to shut my mouth. All right, good. The top needs a bit of attention. So we're back with modeling. So it's a bit of modeling and placing objects and modeling. This chapter, it has everything inside. I remember that when I was young, watched these Bob Ross videos, and he was painting in 15 minutes or 30 minutes a complete landscape. I'm spending days on my work on a days, like a long time to make a scene. It's probably a bit different, but these people, genius, man. Yeah, well, this is sort of a medieval bench. Well, let's take a look if that fits the scene. Probably have to make that smaller. Yeah, smaller. Needs to be smaller. Like so. And put it there. And I like to have one more. Shift D. Like, it's there. I'll have to rotate it. G, O. Grab these. Like, it's really old stuff. Okay. This bench is now covering everything there, and I don't know if that's a problem. Let's make a render. So we need to load shaders, updating shaders. Time for coffee. I don't have it. I don't have nothing to drink. But it's addictive to when you see your scene growing and it's getting the right shapes. Yeah, you totally get sucked into the scene. Yeah, well, so this thing is casting a lot of light. It's really in your face. And it's probably needs to be dragged more to the door frame. So let's do that, because we have a bit of shadow inside of it, like so. Smaller. I think this will do pretty well. Okay, now it's the trick to let it find the right spot. So it has a little bit of shadow and sunlight. Yeah, shadow and sunlight. Good. So maybe it's fun to add something like a hatch here, a broken hatch. Talking about hatches, we need to open stuff in this scene because everything is closed. It will be very nice. So yeah, we need to find something in here to fill up, but this corner gets the right shapes. And the next one is this corner. Need some attention. Yeah, but hatches, I think that's and one that is broken. I have no idea what kind of people lived in this doomed house. Shift D, and I'm keep using this bar. And of course you can, if you find the right texture, framing texture. So why not just drag this to this position? It looks different. And then you just duplicate it, or just building a new house. Oh, I like this, like it's broken in here. And we grab this, even when we see it just slightly. Whew. Yeah, hatches. All right. Where are you? So we grab one of these. This is sort of assets that we can use. It's all available in our scene. And I want sort of an old man sitting on this bench. Maybe we'll add some characters to think about it, if that's smart. Because I have lots of them. To be honest, these hatches feel so small. Like, ooh, that's better. But these need to be completely broken. Not just a bit, but it's just, maybe someone is still living here. And, phew. Or, I know something magically. Just rotate them. And size them. Okay, now we're cool. Because if I open this, first I have to make a new origin point, like there. Set origin to geometry. No, to cursor. To 3D cursor. So now we can open it. Phew. But yeah, we will have that. This looks really odd. Okay. It's not going to make it. So let's say it's broken. It's laying there on the ground. The guy didn't make it. But this one needs to to the 3D cursor, and the light will shine on it. Let's take a look. What kind of magic we just created? I'm just making fun of it. Silence during the course, sometimes very well. So what is important is, can we recognize this is a hatch, or is it just because I want to see for me it's just a piece of nothing. No, if it keeps like this, I will remove it, because it makes totally no sense. I like to see the maybe inside that it's a hatch. But man, oh man, oh man. Maybe I do. Oh gosh. Well, this is a new challenge. So I like to show that this is a hatch, but like now it has the wrong dimension, but when I hit render, you can see definitely it's a hatch. Because I like to show it's like, hey, this is an old house, it's abandoned. Okay. So, and it has almost the same coloring as the door frame. The door is, by the way, covered now. Oh, okay. I know something. Because this is just broken and no function anymore. Set origin to 3D cursor. And we just put it. We have to size this as well. Just laying there on the ground. Hatch is broken. And then we have some sunlight. Like I don't know. I mean, it's just to. We went, yeah. So we have some nice sunlight reflecting, and I can imagine you recognize this as a hatch as well, I think. And this is the bench. All right. Maybe we can still do some fun on this, like ivy growing, and ivy growing on this building. But this is nature. And I like to put something there, because this transition looks not well. Grab this one, weight paint. So if I'm right, it's like there, it's between it. Let's take a look. Maybe you have to make the grass smaller. And you don't want to say, hey, we have grass. Look, grass everywhere. Yes, it needs to be invisible, but still visible. We reduce it. And it's logic that the grass is growing there. Also on the other part. This is a bit of an abandoned place, you know. All right. So yeah, ivy will cover this building. And of course, maybe I will do some more stuff here or there. But I think I'll leave this for a second right now. I will just do something about the reflections of these windows. Because now it's all black. And how cool will it be if it's reflecting the colors of the scene. So that's for the next part. I will break my mind on something on this spot. This is a bit obvious when making this again. Maybe just a wall with some trees behind it or ivy. So lots of things what we can try out. And I still think the light's a bit too bright because the plaster is still shining completely white. So yeah, but the scene is growing. Yeah, and let's be positive. We're working on something nice, I think. I know that for sure. So, oh yeah, and maybe a different texture on the roof. I have a couple of them, so we'll find some variation. I think an orange one will be cool. Anyway, see you in the next part.